Fort Lauderdale Eldercare channel is brought to you by Sydney Shigani and the great folks with Right at Home of Broward County. Today's guest is Janis Blenden, licensed clinical social worker and geriatric care manager.
Welcome to the Fort Lauderdale Eldercare channel. I'm Sydney Chigani, your host, and today we have Janis Blenden from Janis Blenden from In-Home Counseling. Welcome, Janis.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you for having me today.
Our pleasure. I look forward to our discussion to help our viewers get a better understanding of how they can avail of the services of a clinician. Tell us, Janis, how long have you been doing this type of work?
I've been in this business for more than 14 years now.
Okay. Please define for our audience the market area served by your practice. Is it just Broward County or other multiple surrounding counties?
No, it's the other counties as well, bordering on the north and the south, so it's Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties.
Okay. Could you tell us about your typical client? Is there a profile for them?
Yes, my typical client is your older American who is on Medicare, Medicare A and B, and who live either in their own home, in an assisted living facility or an independent living facility, who either has lost a loved one recently, or it could be 5 years ago that they have not gotten over their grief yet. People with depression, people with some adjustment disorders, people with other types of challenges that have made them isolated or withdrawn. And so those are your typical clients that could really benefit from the in-home counseling services.
Please offer our viewers a detailed and specific example of a case in which you went above and beyond to help meet the care needs of your client.
Okay, yes, I have somebody in mind who is a current client of mine. I have been seeing her for more than a year for the in-home counseling, pretty much on a weekly basis. When I first started with her, she lost her husband. Initially, it was going to be for both of them. And she's had some severe challenges in getting through her grief and adjusting to being alone. And so her schedule has been somewhat difficult for her. And so what I have done is I have set my schedule to meet her needs, because I know that she so badly needs this service and counts on me on a weekly basis. And she's not close. She's up in Palm Beach County. So what I've done is everybody else that I see up there, I base seeing them on her.
Gotcha. How old is she?
78. And she's independent and she's started back working full time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell our audience that you do differently compared to others?
I think I can sort of piggyback onto what I just said, is that I am 7 days a week available for somebody, and I will work around somebody else's schedule, not the other way around. So I think that that is unique to what I do. I make it convenient for people. I mean, it's convenient enough that you're going to their home, but I also, the time and day, I make it convenient, not for me, but for the individual client I am looking after.
When do you get some rest, Janis?
I go to bed early.
Well, Janis, I have a few more questions for you.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to say to share with our audience about your practice? Anything at all that you would like for them to know?
Yes, I think it's important that they know that this is for traditional Medicare Part B clients, so that your HMOs are not eligible for this service. They haven't quite caught on yet as Medicare has. So I think that's very important. It's only traditional Medicare, not your Medicare Advantage plans.
I have a follow-up question to that. Could you, for our viewers who don't know, could you tell them what Medicare Part B is versus HMOs?
Absolutely. Medicare Part B is your doctor's visits. It's not, your hospitalization is your Part A, and Part B is all about your doctor's visits and your clinic visits, anything that has to do with outpatient type of visits. And an HMO is your Medicare Advantage plan, and it's not traditional, so that your Part B is your 80%, 20%, so that the individual, if they don't have a supplement, your individual is paying 20% of the cost of the outpatient visits. So if you have a supplement, you don't pay, and if you have an HMO, you don't pay a 20% copay. I hope that's clear.
Yes, very clear indeed. Could you tell our viewers how they can reach you?
Absolutely. The easiest way is by telephone. My phone number is 954-609-0022, and my website is janisblenden.com, and my email address is jblenden@yahoo.com.
Well, that's great. This is Sydney Chugani, your host for the Fort Lauderdale Eldercare channel, and we're so glad to have Ms. Janis Blenden of Janis Blenden from In-Home Counseling today. Thank you, Janis.
Thank you so much, Sydney. Thank you for having me.
See you next time.